Life for All presents Daily Food Series, The Gospel of John, Word, Life, and Edification, Part 2. Title of Book 5, I Have Appointed You to Bear Fruit, by Pedro. Week 1, I've appointed you to bear fruit. Thursday, the love of God comes by prophesying. Read with prayer. Pursue love and desire spiritual gifts, but especially that you may prophesy. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 1. One day, there will be no need for knowledge or prophecies, because when that which is perfect has come, then that which is in part will be done away. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 8 through 10. However, Paul shows that, until the Lord returns, the best gift to build the church is the gift of prophecy. Chapter 14, verse 1, verse 4, verse 6, and verse 19. We can all prophesy the Word. We have been practicing immersion in the Word. Adults and teenagers have brought their friends to the meetings who come and see what we're enjoying. They participate in the immersion in the prophetic word, which touches people's hearts. No one needs to give explanations, but through everyone's prophesying, they testify that God is indeed among us. And this confirms what is written in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verses 24 through 26 and verse 31. We have not reached perfection, but we continue toward the love of God, which is perfect. The Word is the means by which God's love reaches our hearts. Hence, today, in the church life, the most important spiritual gift is that of prophesying. By using immersion in the Word to share with one another, we prophesy. The teenagers transcribe and then share what they wrote and thus prophesy. When the Word enters our heart, it brings the love of God, which gradually grows in the church. Therefore, we must pay close attention to prophesying, as it leads us to the agape love. Let us read these verses. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 9. We prophesy because we have not yet arrived at what is perfect. We need to fill ourselves with God's love. As long as the dimension called time exists, we will still live a life in part, that is, incomplete and partial. But when that which is perfect has come, then that which is in part will be done away. Verse 10. That which is perfect is love, God Himself. Therefore, our need is to grow, especially in the Word and in love. Moreover, the Lord Jesus Himself shows us that we abide in His love by keeping His commandments. John chapter 15, verse 10. Through prophesying, we are able to get a glimpse of the things of God as in a mirror. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 12. In the time of Jesus and the apostles, mirrors were not like those of today, which reflect the image clearly. Rather, they were made of polished metal, mainly bronze, and the reflected image was never very clear. Paul's comparison shows that, at that time, it was as if we contemplated the things of God without much clarity. However, little by little, as more of God's love is added, we begin to see more clearly. To live the Christian life, we need faith, hope, and love. Nevertheless, when love reaches the stage of perfection, we will no longer need faith or hope. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13. That means that when the Lord returns, we will live with God and dwell with Him for eternity. Today, we are not there yet and still need the Word, prophesying, and the sharing. Because the only way to acquire love is through the Word. However, The day will come when not even prophesying will be necessary, because we will be in the fullness of God's love. Write the sentence that touched your heart the most. Highlight the key points in this sentence. Pray according to the content highlighted above.